and we're going to talk about the experience of this Model S Plaid, because it has been absolutely, undeniably, incredibly little home away from home action. We're going to ignore the Model Y today and we're going to focus on the Plaid. But first, we got to get a cold start up of a 2022 Tesla Model S Plaid. Like I said, a little home away from home. This vehicle's normally garage kept, but get a little getaway going on here out where we are. So we've had this Model S Plaid, and I am shocked because if you're familiar with this channel, you know that I typically don't keep my cars for that long. I was just talking to Liesl this morning about the Plaid and about the fact that this white interior has been so good to us. She has a Model Y Performance. We'll do an update on that car in a future video. I just want to get some more video content out for you guys because we've really been focusing on the shorts because they've been doing well. I just realized I forgot to give you guys the sound of the cold start up. But obviously that was satirical, therefore, you know, I'm a lizard. I shouldn't have had to explain that. But we're just getting into position right here. The backup camera on this is A1. Pretty awesome thing. And yeah, we're just gonna park up and we're gonna talk about the experience of this Model S Plaid, because it has been absolutely, undeniably, incredibly awesome. You get your little TPMS reading and all that stuff. A lot of cars do that now. You know, they've called up 37,173 miles. Should we get scenic with this? What do you guys want? What do you guys want to see? Should we go to the Atlantic Ocean? I think that's a little bit better. That's probably gonna come up. There's some small nuances for you prospective Tesla buyers and owners and people that are seeking the vehicle to get either a Plaid or something. Let's talk about that. Plaid prices are wild right now. You can get a Plaid that is significantly more improved, and we'll do a walk around of this car, significantly more improved with some things that I like a lot than this 2022 Model S Plaid. It's an early 22, so it has an in-between of the 21 features and the 22 software. It is nuts, man. Luckily, I got it with the carbon. They were offering this with wood prior. I got to give this car a detail. Literally a daily driver, a daily beater. I understand some people, they cringe a little when I say that. I don't beat the car, but I use it. I use this like I would use a truck or a Toyota Corolla or just any type of daily commuter car, something I use to get groceries, throw the dogs in the back. We got the dog hammock set up there. Pretty awesome. We got the little shades on there. We got tint all around here. That came tinted, stained. You got the yoke. It's incredible, man. It's incredible. So I just wanted to delve into some of that. I'll do that at the end of the video. But first, we're just going to go over my experience, right? We're going to go over my experience. Ooh, Built Bar. Shout out to Built. Solid stuff. Dude, I'm addicted to these. Little protein bar. I use it as like a dessert. If I'm like craving something gnarly, gotta stay fit, my friend. So we're gonna hop out of the car. First, we'll do a little overview of the inside. Everything's been good in here. Everything's nice. Like, you see people freaking out about build quality. It's really not bad. This is sturdy. This is stuff I don't touch, right? One thing as far as build quality, it's not something that's changed, but this is hollow. And you obviously have your A-pillar, but then this is just like a shroud to go over it. So that's that, right? It's not really a problem. A Porsche wouldn't have that. A Porsche would be rock solid. It sounds rock solid until I get over here. Sound system, I haven't had a better sound system in McLarens, Ferraris, anything. Porsches, Mercedes. I'm trying to think what else. Ford, obviously. Ford's getting good with that stuff, though. But just the quality and the textures in here. You have like this type of like twill or whatever, carbon, some stainless or I don't know what you want to call it, chrome finish stuff, which that's a little difficult to clean. Stitching looks great. Buttons are still pristine and robust. This yoke, this yoke was replaced once. I would love for it to be replaced again, because now they have a steering wheel where that's the horn, and then that is a camera button. Almost just off the steering wheel. This has been aging well. I've been kind of careful with how we interact with this suede, because it's hard to replace, and I imagine you would have to replace this whole box right here, right? So that's that. And you have your carbon. This stuff all works pretty good. I have had an issue with that locking back, but I guess it's cold. It's ice cold out. It's like 28 degrees, so not necessarily, well, yeah, freezing. Glove box, all that stuff, everything's going good. Everything's going good in the inside. I don't want to make this too long about that. You got your little hatch right there. Another shout out, all magnetic, right? All magnetic. Seats looking great. These are the ventilated seats. I need to stress how much I don't clean this car, and it looks, I think in here, it looks glowing. You know, we're in the shade right now, and it just looks like it glows. I also have this little headrest. Shout out to one of these EV companies that sent it out to us. A lot of these Chinese manufacturers will hit us up and send us stuff because they have like Shopify stores they want to get promoted. If you do, shoot me an email. We can figure something out. Getting flooded with a lot of those. We'll go back to the hatch now. So to get out, press that door. There is a manual latch right there too. You can kind of see me. Don't pull on that though. You might shatter the glass if you do that. So we're gonna close this. Hey guys, walk back here. After we check out the hatch, I'll give you a little walk around. So you've got all this space. This is basic stuff, right? This is magnetic. Again, this is just kind of for an overview, a review. I got a receipt in there. You know, this car gets used. It gets used. Backup cameras, great. We got a full vinyl wrap on this thing. Let's back up and get into this mode. So the Plaid's been great, man. 37,000 miles. What is that, right? What's that like? 3 years of ownership. So with that said, a $149,000 car, it's appreciated to, I think some trade-in offers are like 42 grand on these, right? This thing has been holding up great. The door handles present pretty well still. Tires, not too bad. Had to replace the 2 rear tires. I probably replaced about 8 tires on this car, and we'll go into what this thing has cost me. Wiper fluid, that's about it, my friends. That's it. Wiper fluid, PPF, paint correction, all that fun stuff. One other thing I wanted to point out too, this is Matt from the future editing the video. 107.63 is what the Plaid costs right now if you're going to buy one, and that's not including sales tax and whatever else in your state. Now, insurance on this, I have Progressive. It's going to be totally different. I have multi-car discount. I have homeowners insurance. Just a ton of other stuff that isn't going to really acclimate to your scenario, perhaps. My zip code, my state, my age, my driving record, all that stuff, my type of driver's license, everything. But I pay about $250 a month for the Plaid. If you break it down to a 6-month scale, I pay for it in full up front. So with Progressive, I'm like an Emerald member. I get a much bigger discount. Just throwing that out there. It's not a lot. It's not a big bill to foot. So it's just something to consider when you're buying these is you don't have maintenance up front. You have a 12-year warranty. After 15 years, yeah, you might need to mess with the batteries. I would imagine, and I don't take my word for it, but I would say, in my opinion, you're going to have companies coming out in the next 10 years, not companies, but shops. There are shops currently. I know one particular, my friend, not even a whole bridge or battery replacement. He can replace a cell for under $1,000. So comparing it to a regular car's maintenance, you're looking at oil changes every 5,000 miles. Say if you do 10,000 miles in a year, that's 2 oil changes, right? 2 oil changes a year, that's like $100. So over 10 years, that's $1,000. And that's if you even keep the car. So these are just things you got to consider and be strategic about. You know, I'm able to install at my house. It's a lot cheaper than fuel. And one thing people don't talk about, and I'll probably get into this in its own in the video, so I'm not going to rant about it right now, is the fact that, dude, not having, it sounds so crazy, not having to stop and go get fuel. I have other gas cars. This, it's the most enjoyable thing knowing, all right, cool, I can go in the app check, it's got 50, the tank is at 50% basically, right? If you're going to convert it to, if this were a gasoline vehicle. Oh, it's not. Let's charge it. You could charge off peak hours. You could set routines. You could set schedules as well. Black Plaid badge. I like the OG Plaid badge. What do you guys think? I like that the most. So that's just something I wanted to do. I just wanted to make this little video covering this for you guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, that's really it. I'll get back in the car and I'll talk about some other things. So stay here if you're a new prospective buyer, but also if you own a Tesla or you just want to see the running costs, maybe I'll pop it up right here like an actual number. But looking at what we actually do, I'd say over the 3 years of ownership, I don't have to pay for my windshield washer fluid. That is the most used consumable. It's been under warranty, and I just had to get the yoke replaced. I can't think if there's any other issue. Oh, my seat. My seat doesn't go back all the way, but I got lucky. I guess like something burnt out or whatever, and it... Oh, wow. So never mind. I may have cut that out because I'm not trying to waste your time, but I thought my seat didn't work before. It must have been a bug or something. Looks like that's just like a software update because the car updated recently, and this is kind of a nice view. A software update recently, and the vehicle, yeah. We got the Tesla floor mats, got them from the Tesla store. I think these are the best mats to get. They're all weather. They look good if you clean them. I mean, I got this crud in here, right? This disgustingness. That's what happens when you live in the seasons, but it's all good. I like that. I prefer that. Tires, say it's $1,000, right? I'm gonna round, say 800, da da da. $1,000, 8 of them, right? So what's 8 times 8? Is that 48? Or is that 64? Somewhere between that. Like I said, I'll post it right there. But 8 tires, that's gonna be somewhere between $4 to $6 grand, and that's just mainly from, like, look, it's operator error, but this is common operator error that a lot of people are going to run into, where you're going to hit potholes if you have the 21s. Now I switched over. What's up, guys? What's up? I switched over to the 19s from the 21s. I bought them used off someone. That's why they have some curb rash. I want to fix a lot of that, but just get the 21. Option it with the 19s. Do not get the 21s. You know what I mean? Just don't even get the 21s. It's not even going to be an issue. Just don't even get the 21s. That's what I would recommend. Option this. If you want FSD, FSD is kind of annoying right now because I kind of drive with my foot on the pedal, like resting on it, moving a little bit, because I like to go a little bit faster. It's one easy sense of control. Like, my foot's never doing anything when I'm driving, right? Admittedly, I'm either on my phone, choosing music or something like that. So it's nice to be hands-free, especially on those long road trips, which we've done a ton. At 37,000 miles, I'd say, I would say 7,000 of those miles are road tripping, and then the other 10,000 a year would be from just typical daily grinding use of this, whether I'm driving work, whether I'm driving to meet someone or meetings or whatever, or anything work related. This has been used recently. It hasn't a lot, but other vehicles for that. But I prefer this, you know what I mean? And I'm not tired of it. So I'm just going to end you with that. Is out of all of my vehicles, I was just talking with Liesel about this earlier. Out of all my vehicles, I have bought a vehicle every year, 1 or 2 new vehicles every year for the past, since 2010. 2008, I got my license. 2010, I got a car. 11, 12, 13, all the way up to 2023. Her Model Y, and then some other vehicles too. But I bought a vehicle or more every single year, and I still love this. Not to mention, I have driven a lot of other cars in the rallies and stuff we've gone on in past videos. Go deep back if you're a new subscriber. A lot of the people that view these videos, YouTube shows me, it says you're not subscribed. So either they've unsubscribed you and you should subscribe, or, you know, that you should go watch the old videos watch the whole chronological TrackSlayers order, back when it used to be Supercars of Philadelphia, right? So consider that. This is beating so many cars, and at the price point now, it's incredible. I have nothing but good things to say. I don't plan on selling this. God, I'd love to upgrade it. Really, it's just the taillights I kind of want, but then you also get the angled screen, you have lighter roof, you have better brakes, yada, yada, yada. I don't like that the brakes are red. I like when they were black before, but that's kind of it, guys. Like, if you're a prospective Tesla owner, what I would do is I would focus on getting something like a year-old used out of used Tesla inventory, because you're going to be even cheaper than brand new, and brand new is significantly cheaper than mine. I'll spec it out online and I'll post something here, but I'm pretty sure it's like, what, 30 grand cheaper for my exact car. Some things are more expensive, like if you want white interior, it's a little more. The yoke costs money now, it doesn't come standard. Some people don't even like the yoke. I think you're crazy. I think the yoke is I will say I wouldn't be as thrilled with this car if it just had a regular steering wheel. The yoke is just like something to entertain you. You know, it makes the car feel like a little fighter jet cockpit. I want a yoke in every vehicle. Every vehicle I get in that doesn't have a yoke, I always think to myself, this would be so much more fun with a yoke. So as I back up and repark, let me know if you guys have any questions. Subscribe down below if you care. We're getting some other cars that I'm going to be posting on the channel. I don't like to post everything on YouTube just for privacy purposes, but I do try to share as much as I can with you guys and be as transparent as possible about what I do show, right? So I do try to be as transparent as possible with what I do show, right? So thanks for watching. Hope this helped. Let me know your questions down below and I will respond to everybody. I respond to everybody I possibly can to, and that's all. So yeah, with that said, don't die.